Replay mode. It saves many people some heartache by always having proof. Don't get me wrong, replay mode has its faults, but what I witnessed because of replay mode, well, I'm never going to be able to get it out of my head. I had a decent game with the Victory Royale. I wanted it to be gameplay in my next video for my YouTube channel. I forgot, however, that Fortnite had an update. When I made it to the replay mode screen, it said my files were corrupted. I thought that was the scariest part. But after moving on from the screen, it updated and it showed I had one new gameplay. What struck me as unusual was that the information, such as the eliminations, the finish, even the date, it all had question marks on it, as if it was supposed to have been deleted with the others, but somehow survived. I selected this recording and I hit play. When I hit play, it only took me a few moments to understand this was not my gameplay. I went through the 100 players as fast as I could, and my username did not show up. This was for sure a glitch. I was about to get off replay mode when I could hear a person talking. He was talking to his squad. It somehow recorded the voice chat for this whole game. For some reason, I guess just as humans are curious, I decided I would watch this gameplay now. I couldn't hear any other squads talking, just this one particular squad, and it was this person's gameplay that I accidentally got. At the start of the gameplay, everyone was so cheery, but by the end, anyway, they all seemed like great friends, and I think that's just the horror of it all. It could happen to any one of us. They landed at Misty Meadows, they had great chemistry with each other, and they had one another's backs. I could tell that they knew each other IRL, or most people in the squad did, by how they were acting. One of the person's friends asked for some ammo. That was when he started to say that he was in pain. They asked him if they needed to take him to the hospital since two of them lived in the same apartment complex as the person in pain. After that, the person who said he was in pain seemed to go in and out of consciousness, it seemed like. They called out to him, but he gave no answer. At one point, he was breathing into his mic and not in an obnoxious way. It sounded labored and like he was struggling to breathe, like he was fighting for his life. They called out to him once more, but nothing. All they heard, and when I heard it, I jumped 5 feet into the air. They and I heard what was the sound of his headset hit his floor. The 3 remaining people in the squad then started to say his name, knowing full well now that something was truly wrong. One began to get on his phone. I could hear the phone being dialed. The other 2, I assumed the ones that were in the same apartment complex, ran to the one who just blacked out. From there, minutes went by. I didn't want to skip a single second of this gameplay, knowing that at any moment something could happen. And minutes later, I heard 2 grown men cry, assuming out of the person's mic who had blacked out. All I heard from there was screaming, saying that something horrible had happened. I didn't need to see it, but I knew I didn't need to. A few days later, I got curious and I began to look up this person's name that they kept yelling, and I actually found a news article. I should have never read it. It's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. 19-year-old male disappeared overnight. No trace of him or any DNA. All that was left was his headset that hit the floor when he was presumed to have been taken. Still missing.